Well, the wins keep coming for Hogwarts Legacy. User scores still very high for the game. 9.1 for PlayStation 5. 9.0 for Xbox Series X. Getting a must-play label put on it. And then, of course, we have the PC version with an 8.5, understandably receiving a little bit of negative feedback because there are some issues with the PC version. There was a patch. I'm not sure how much that's fixed things. I haven't gotten to play the game in about 2 days. I'm pecking away at it slowly. I do enjoy it. It's a really fun game. For the most part, normal people seem to be enjoying the game. And then you have the crazies. Look no further than Kotaku. Finally reviewing the game. Just want to point that out. Finally reviewing the game. This was published an hour ago. It is now February 17th, and they're just now putting a review in progress out. 15 hours with Hogwarts Legacy. Magical surface, rotten core. Kotaku was always going to give this game a bad review. Polygon is giving the game a bad review. Their review is out. We're going to go over that in a second because that's a real stinker, that one. But I just wanted to point out that Salty Kotaku, an outlet mad that it didn't get an advanced review copy too, by the way. No advanced review copy for the people of Kotaku. A very smart decision by the game developers. In fact, I wish every outlet didn't give Kotaku a copy of their game. Every game studio, I wish all of them said, Kotaku, we're just going to blacklist them. No free games for you. Because they don't deserve games. They're not a real gaming site. They're a propaganda site. But unfortunately, Google favors them in the algorithms. So when they post something, it pops up close to the top. So their little hate machine gets to keep on moving. So this is as bad as you would imagine it to be. Bitching about JK Rowling instead of really talking about the game. Like, look at this. Opening conversation here, opening paragraphs about JK. Then, the author's history with the franchise. It keeps on going. I mean, look at how long this is. I understand why it's so great. I was a fan of them, but not a big diehard fan. But this is why I'm playing the game. So, big statement. And then, bam, finally, we're talking about the game a little bit. That's it. So, there's something rotten at Hogwarts. Oh, really? Oh, really? This one, I have to say, isn't as bad as the Polygon one. This one's still bad, though. I mean, look where it is. It's Rowling's world. We're just living in it. So now we're bitching about JK Rowling. So here's what you get. You get a little bit of gameplay talk in the middle. The rest is about the hard-on that these people have for JK Rowling. But I got to tell you, I think the Polygon review takes the top. It almost rivals the Wired 1 out of 10. So they changed the headline. I just want to point that out. The original said Hogwarts Legacy review, Harry Potter, JK Rowling, transphobic PS5, PC, Xbox. That's all I see up there in the link. But they changed it because this honestly really isn't too much of a review. But they do still have the review tag right here. So it is into their reviews. But they did change the headline. Now it says, Hogwarts Legacy wants to make everyone happy, but Harry Potter gets in the way. Rowling's specter looms above a vapid open world by Jita Jackson. Now, I found out about this. One of my favorite accounts, Ripaverse Goalposts, always dunking on the clowns. So I want to read what this is what got me interested in this garbage article. I want to show you the best paragraph in it. Woke Polygon writer Jita Jackson is unhappy with diversity in Hogwarts Legacy. Jita acknowledges representation, but it somehow illuminates Rowling's hatefulness. Before release of the game, Jita hoped for Indian characters, but is skeptical and questions where they came from. I'm going to read this paragraph here. This is from that article, because this should tell you how much bad faith these people have in everything. Listen to this. Disappearing into Hogwarts Castle doesn't render the ongoing debate invisible. In fact, the world of Hogwarts Legacy, in particular, the game's conspicuous attempts at diversity, illuminates Rowling's hatefulness in stark relief. Somehow, Hogwarts, as it existed in the 1890s, when the game takes place, is more diverse along every axis than it is in 1995, when the Harry Potter novels begin. When I read the books as a young girl, I longed for more Indian representation than just Parvati and Padma Petal. In Hogwarts Legacy, multiple professors are Indian, as are my classmates. There's a potion vendor in one of the small hamlets that has the same name as my mother. Rather than providing comfort, it makes me skeptical. While Rowling's racial representation has never been good, tossing a half dozen Indians into the Scottish countryside willy-nilly isn't exactly better. Where did they come from? India, which was still under British rule in the 1800s? And where did they all go by the time Harry got there? Huh. Boy, that is something. Now, you know what's funny? This is a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, because if they hadn't have made the game diverse, they would have complained about that. Oh, they made the game diverse. Oh, that's in bad faith. They only did that because of JK Rowling, or JK Rowling did this and that. So you wanted diversity. You got the diversity. No one's complaining about it either. There's a lot of, I will say it's a pretty progressive game. A lot of diverse characters living in the Hogwarts castle. I don't care. The game's fun, which is all I asked for. They're not running up in your face and telling you where they're from. They're just characters in the game. So I don't care. But the progressive, super progressive, woke Polygon outlet sure does care. They're calling the diversity in the game racist. And by the way, this is the same shit that they gave that, I can't remember the game, but there was this game, man, that they went wild on a few years ago. I wish I could remember the name of it. It starts with a D, but it's all about this medieval area. It's in the Dark Ages. And the guy who made the game, the studio that made the game, was like, well, I want to make the game authentic to the area that I'm making the game. And in that area, everybody was white at the time. There were a few people here and there, and I think there's still that representation in the game, but it's not prevalent. He wanted it to be accurate to the time, and he got skewered for it. Got called racist and a Yahtzee and far alt-right. And the game, I think, was crowdfunded and it did well, or it just sold well. I can't remember all of this. This is all off the top of my head. But this is a real thing that happened. And the game ended up doing really well. But all of these outlets trashed that game. God, I wish I could remember the name of it. Someone in the comments, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of comments in this video that list and name the game. So just look in the comments and that game will pop up. I'm positive of it. And this is the same argument that guy made for his game. And they're shitting on it in this game. These people have no integrity. They're all fake people. And it's hilarious to me to watch them all squirm. This review is just as bad as the Wired review, just because of the seething. Like, look at this. It's clear that Hogwarts Legacy is in part an attempt to position Harry Potter as a franchise that does not need direct involvement from Rowling. Who cares? She doesn't need to work on it. It's still her shit. Wizarding World, making money. So the crying and whining over this game just blows me away. It's so unnecessary. If you don't like it, don't play the damn game. Now they're freaking out because the game is diverse. What is this? Is like a bizarro world. Did CERN push us into a different universe? Is that what's going on right now? Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.